all the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day, a beautiful Thursday of buttons that need to be checked. This is the early edition because we got two. We got two that we got to drop. This one, obviously, and then one late tonight around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So either way, let us check some buttons. Links down below, chapters, all that good stuff. Let's go. All right, first up, for Street Fighter 6 has been running like shit on my PC ever since the update. Buttons that need to be checked, and that is actually a direct quote from none other than Big Bird. So ever since the latest patch, not only with Alex, but people have been noticing, like, is it just me or does the game seem wonky as hell? It's almost like getting stuck, there's lag, I'm dropping FPS, there's a lot. So it's finally come full circle. At first I kind of left it alone because I was like, let me see what happens, and even more people were complaining about it. But either way, you be the judge. So check this out. Starting right here with the Fat Manatee, he posted this saying, genuinely, what did they do to Street Fighter 6 performance with this patch? I get really unstable FPS, and I've tried everything to fix it. Driver updated, deleted and reloaded shaders, file integrity, shader warm-up, cranking settings down, nothing works. Underneath it, they say, turn off the input delay reduction, which I actually did hear that as well. And then Alex fucked up more than just his cousin. Alex fucked up more than just his cousin with this patch. From there, others are like, I'm really upset that more people are not talking about this. This is one of the reasons I haven't been motivated to stream on Ranked or even TNS. I've completed or I've contemplated getting a new router, but realistically, my stream will cut off every 30 to 45 minutes only when Street Fighter 6 is running. This is so odd. And from there, we got Big Bird responding as well, saying, bro, Street Fighter 6 has been running like shit on my PC ever since the Alex update. What did they do to this game? Anyone got a solution? That one has almost 1,000 likes. And then you start seeing some solutions under that, because people are like, bro, you mean to tell me the whole time that it was the input relay reduction setting being on? I tested it for 10 to 15 minutes just now, and the game runs flawlessly. I'll just have to adjust the inputs being the tiniest or being a tiny bit slower, but I'll take it on the chin. This is insane. Then you see confirmation right here, changing settings to off. Are you sure this setting increases the load on your CPU, which may, slowdowns depending on your system's capabilities. If slowdown occurs during a match, there is an increased chance of missed inputs or increased rollbacks. If this occurs, please turn the setting off. You see right here the screenshot, and then he's like, keep in mind the setting won't alone magically make your game run better if you don't already have a decent specs or have decent specs to run the game. I recommend checking out this video to optimize your game's performance if you're still having issues. So I guess this is the video to watch. I'll actually put the link to this video down below so y'all can check it out. Then I see the homie, Dr. African right here saying, I legit factory reset my PC and even upgraded Windows before, then tagging them saved me, and then people kind of go into a debate after that. So it looks like we might actually have just a little hope at the end of that rainbow right there, because a lot of people were complaining. I even saw like Event Hubs talking about it. I was like, oh shit, did they really just mess up this game with the patch? What the hell? But apparently there's a solution. I even saw other solutions, so I don't know what the exact one is, but hopefully the link down below helps y'all if you actually happen to be suffering from this. But before we get out of here, it gets even better, because I noticed the official Street Fighter account, they posted this just yesterday by the time you're watching this, saying, notice we have implemented a fix for an issue where players could receive multiple disconnect penalties each time they're logged in after disconnecting during an online match. Any yellow or red cards issued as a result of this issue have now been cleared. So they posted that just yesterday. FGC is reacting, and this was golden. The FGC never let you down, do they? Check this out. Starting right here. True Underdog say, can you fix the bug where if somebody disconnects my match, it takes me out of rank search? Having to leave training mode and re-enter rank search is annoying. Okay, that was pretty normal, but check these out. Did y'all implement a patch for World Tour and Arcade? Because there's a serious bug where my character is having a child with his second cousin. A serious bug where my character is having a child with his second cousin, whom he helped raise as a baby. Sweet. Anyway, Alex needs fixing. I don't know whose bright idea it was to have him impregnate his sister cousin. Addressing me, elephant in the room, and oh hey, it's a nice fix. So about the story for Alex, implement the fix an issue in Alex's story. Addressing me, you got the elephant in the room, and oh hey, that's fine. That's a fine fix. So how about the story for Alex, and implement the fix for an issue in Alex's story. And there's something else they could fix, you know? You know? You know. You know. How about for real, do you know? Listen, hey, anyway, let's continue. What else they got here? Well, when are you guys gonna fix Alex's story though? There's also another fix you need to address ASAP. There's something you need to address. There goes an elephant right there. Good stuff. However, not only is Alex ridiculously OP, but that story, bro, what were you thinking? And yet another damn elephant in the room. Y'all get it. Golly, this stuff never stops. I honestly didn't expect these responses under that. I thought they were actually going to respond with some issues. I mean, that's an issue, but you know, something related to the topic at hand. Or maybe it does. I guess it depends how you're looking at it, right? Because even another one, thanks Capcom. Now I have to wait for Dudley to be playable because you made my main have a relationship with his cousin. Good thing I can play Guilty Gear while you fix that garbage. Damn. And there. You have it. And all right, next up for that Tekken community going in yet again to the devs, because the devs actually released a statement and this just dropped yesterday. Like by the time I'm reading this, either way, everybody's reacting. FGC, pros, casuals, content creators. So let's check this out. They posted this saying, we would like to provide an update on the upcoming Tekken 8 Season 3 schedule and our approach regarding battle balance adjustments for patch 3.00 and later. Read the article here. Now we're not going to read the whole article, but here it is right here. So this is a little piece where it says, in this version, we implemented adjustments and aimed at maintaining each character individuality while reducing excessive rewards, particularly those stemming from the heat system and character-specific enhanced states in order to improve overall balance. However, we recognize that the battle experience we intended to deliver has not fully met your expectations. Moving forward, we will continue to pursue a battle experience where offense and defense are balanced around the heat system, allowing players to engage in meaningful mind games and decision-making against their opponents while maintaining the direction of the version 3.0. So it looks like they're maintaining the damn vision that they just dropped, which was very little, wasn't it? Anyway, we will continue addressing these elements that still result in excessive rewards or one-sided gameplay. These issues will be improved step by step through individual behavior fixes and performance adjustments. Now, I know later on, like in the article as well, they were saying like the meaningful patches, like the ones that actually might feel impactful, it's gonna take some time. It's not gonna be all at once. They're gonna sprinkle them in as they can, or maybe a big one later. So if it does change, it's not going to be done anytime soon. Well, you got that FGC reacting right here saying you need to change the game drastically. It's not time anymore for little nerfs or moves going from -9 to -10. Drastically change things. You want your audience to finally be happy with the game. We are tired of playing a game which offense is almost all that matters, and then remove the heat mechanic. And what else? These are changes that people expected to see when you use terms like back to basics and more more conventional, more focused, more deliberate, a fresh start. The heat system, core mechanics, remove heat, regeneration from every character, king throws, law, all that stuff, and they posted this below. Then you got GG Tekken, I'm never playing this shit again. It's way too frustrating. And moving forward, this is the article we just read, but they underlined the part where it said, while maintaining the direction of version 3.0 adjustments, we will continue addressing. So basically they're saying like, yo, they're gonna keep this damn vision that they already have. We don't know how to fix the game because we're too lazy to hire anyone. Please help, Bamco. And then you literally are saying, you listen to us, but it's been 2 years and you don't actually listen. And chill out, guys. As long as he's still in the team, it's never going to be better. And then he's quote retweeting or screenshotting a tweet from Michael Murray. However, we get even deeper because I noticed TheMainManSWE actually just reacted to this, so I'm gonna play a clip, link down below if you want to watch his full video. Check it out.
You gave us patch notes with this exact wording, right? Oh, you know what? It was supposed to be a defensive patch. We f***ed up. Sorry. And now yet again, there are patch notes saying, oopsie. So it's like we've been here before a few times, right? But I am going to take to the feedback portal and I'm going to express my opinion in a very polite and articulate way. And then if they drop the ball, they f*** it up. At least we were there and we tried. Unfortunately, we waited 9 months and then we got another kick in the ball sack. Not as bad as season 2, but still a bit of a kick in the ball sack, has to be said. So here we have a response, I assume, to the yet again very well-deserved negative backlash. Upcoming battle balance adjustments for season 3. Okay, so basically we're gonna get another patch. Yippee! We recognize that the battle experience we intended to deliver has not fully met your expectations. Yes, it hasn't. Thanks for recognizing that. But the thing is, when season 2 dropped, you gave us patch notes with this exact wording, right? You know, it wasn't back to basics, it was the defensive patch. You fucked up. I guess the most egregious fuck up with that one was making a lot of low heat smashes normal heat moves. So you take that 50-50 over and over. And with everything else you did, I don't know how many mid homings you put into the game that were plus on block. Then starting another fire in another area of the game, right? So you fucked up again. And now yet again there are patch notes saying, oopsie. So it's like, you know, it's the unbelievable stubbornness of this company and these developers, you know, when they say the vision for the game is aggression. That is going to stay. We are going to patch the game. We're going to try and meet your expectations, but whatever we wanted with the identity of this game, it is going to remain. That's core to our philosophy. And they backtracked a little bit instead of back to basics, I believe a couple of weeks ago, they talked instead about refinement. And refine sounds very different compared to back to basics.
Is this a case of like the Mortal Kombat syndrome? Meaning like, you know, it always seemed like the NRS devs cared more about the casuals because that's where they make their money. You know, it has like, what, a 2-year shelf life whenever they drop these MK games. And meanwhile, Street Fighter 6 or Street Fighter period, that series seems to soar. But they still outsell Street Fighter because it's so popular, so many casuals. They make their damn money. I don't know if their movie's gonna do better than ours. It seems like it is, but either way, NRS makes their money. So are the devs starting to take that philosophy now? Because you see Street Fighter 6 and people are begging for a shakeup. They're, please change the game, make it more fun for us, your dedicated, loyal community, and the pros. We got everybody speaking out equally, but they're like, nah, because it's selling better than ever, so we don't want to mess up the casual audience and what they like about it. The new streamers, everybody, once again, especially in Japan, so we're afraid to. We're just going to do inch by inch. And when it comes to Tekken 8, it almost seems like the community is pissed off, but how is that one selling? I don't know. I actually don't know. In sales, I don't know if this version of the Tekken is the best one yet, so maybe the devs are also afraid to change it, and they're trying to make it more to casuals, or is it tanking altogether? I could just not be lazy and look the shit up, but it's a question I literally just thought of. Let me know in the comments, man, because it did seem out of all those, when we're talking about Street Fighter and, you know, it seems like Tekken does need to switch it up. They're not in a spot like Street Fighter where it's like, oh, you know, this is better than ever and we're afraid to change it. And they're not in a spot where like MK, like, holy shit, these sell like hotcakes, we don't need to change it. It almost seems like they need to change it. Like, but once again, I don't know what the sales look like. Or does it just come down to like lack of manpower or incompetence? Like something changed and I don't know what, Harada done left, but there's like, they're no longer in touch with the community actually wants. How y'all feeling? Let me know. There it is one more time, Butt Check family. Appreciate the massive love. We will have 2 today, so obviously this one, hope you guys are having a good one, man, and then we'll have one later tonight around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So appreciate the massive love as always. I don't know what it is, but I know somehow, some way, it's about to get better. Love y'all, family. Peace!
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe! Man, did you see the Arxis announcement to say the FGC was Stride 2.0? Man, they are good.
I'll show this stupid company a good fighting game patch. Hello, people of the FGC. I'm gonna be the Plus Flames company. Each and every one of you will get more moves and more Plus Flames.
Whoa, what are you doing? You can't do that. You'll crash the meta.
Huh? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Just wait until the next patch, and we'll fix everything. Remember, back to basics. All better.
Dude, check the news. It doesn't matter what channel.
Is it two people balancing the game? Like one guy has a brain, the other one is a monkey?
You gave everybody this ugly ass Super Mario slip animation.
If I'm being genuinely honest, I don't want to compete the games like this.
And I don't understand how you can get some characters so correctly, but then buff low. Is it the same person?